Welcome to Mountain Mule Media. Mountain Mule Media is a production of Mountain Mule Transportation. This podcast was created to connect locals and travelers to businesses in southwest Montana. Through these conversations, we can better get to know business owners, what they do, and make the most of our time and experience here in Montana. These episodes will feature 10 to 30-minute interviews about businesses that help support our local community and our visiting community. To help support this podcast, you can follow it on YouTube and Spotify, and you can use Mountain Mule Transportation for any of your transportation needs. We will be releasing episodes twice a week regularly. If you or someone you know is interested in being on Mountain Mule Media, please reach out directly. Thank you for your support.
I'm Liam. I am the activities director at 320 Ranch. I've been there about a year, full time now. So
Cool. So summer's coming up. What does summer look like at the ranch?
yeah, we're starting to gear up. We'll start to get really busy kind of late May, early June. We do a lot of weddings. We have a lot of activities that go on, and then obviously just a lot of families that want to come out and spend a few days exploring Yellowstone, hanging out in Big Sky, whatever. Yeah, the activities is kind of mainly my focus. So we got trail rides coming up. They start in June, fly fishing lessons. We have a couple evening events for our guests and people in the public. So we're getting really excited, getting staff in and stuff.
And what, as far as lodging, what's the spread for what you guys have?
Yeah, we have about 60 cabins. I think we're at 58.
Okay.
They kind of range. So we have a bunch of one-bedroom cabins, kind of your typical hotel accommodations, but in like a rustic log cabin. And then we have up to 3-bedroom log homes that can sleep like 12 people. So we can kind of accommodate every group size, whether you have like a big family reunion or just like a family of 4, or just like a little fishing trip.
So most people are coming to, they're coming to a wedding or they're coming to fish, horseback ride, just experience a Montana ranch.
Yeah, we get a lot of people that Montana's just been a bucket list. I ask people all the time, like, what brings you to Montana? And they're just like, Montana.
The Yellowstone show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We definitely saw a big bump there.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, the weddings have been really big for us the past few seasons, as long as I've worked at the ranch. And that brings people from all over, but people coming to ride horses and stuff, that's a big one.
And what about for kids? Is there a lot of stuff for kids there too?
Yeah, the horseback riding and the fly fishing lessons are kind of family friendly, geared for kids and adults. We have a couple classes for like the little kids, like age 5 to 7,
okay,
that are too young to do the big ones. But yeah.
And what about people? If people are just in Big Sky for the day, what can they take advantage of at the ranch?
Yeah, all the activities are open to the public. We'll start booking them in May 1st. Right now we're just taking reservations for our on-ranch guests, but we'll start having people book for fly fishing lessons, the evening events. We do a chuckwagon barbecue on Wednesdays, a pig roast on Tuesdays. So that'll all be open to anybody May 1st.
What are the details on the pig roast?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice like drop-by dinner. It's a buffet style. We got pulled pork, usually like brisket, barbecue chicken, all the fixings, everything like that. It's in the restaurant. We'll have live music, stuff like that going on. We'd really love to have just like locals from Big Sky and Bozeman and the public come out to that, just because it's a fun time for us to have a bunch of people on ranch, and we can accommodate a lot of people at that.
Oh, cool. So you said that's Tuesdays?
Every Tuesday night. I believe the first one starts the second week of June, and then I'll go towards the end of August, but every week on Tuesdays.
What time is it?
Between 5 and 8.
Oh, cool.
We encourage people to make reservations, but we take walk-ins for that.
Oh, cool.
So if anybody just wants to swing by.
And what did you say is Wednesdays?
Wednesdays is our chuckwagon barbecue.
Okay.
That one, it's a horse-drawn wagon ride down to a dinner by the river.
Cool.
So that brings in a lot of people. That one's more like steak dinner type thing, but we still have about 80 people down there. Some people actually get to do a horseback ride down to the dinner.
Okay.
That one's like only limited availability. But yeah, that's on Wednesday nights, because on Tuesdays and Wednesdays our restaurant's typically closed, so we have a couple other options for people to have dinner.
And what about the restaurant? What's the scoop on that?
Yeah, McGill's restaurant will open up in June, and then it'll actually be open all the way through September. Yeah, it's open every season. We used to have it open during the winter. Right now it's just summer. But Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like steakhouse. We have all sorts of things, sometimes like some wild game on the menu and everything. They're working on the menu right now, but we love to have locals for that, a lot of our guests. But yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah, those are all going on my list now.
Yeah.
Especially the Tuesday, Wednesday sounds fun.
Yeah, those are real good. Yeah.
So if somebody had done, you're saying if certain people had done horseback rides and I guess they book it to ride right down to where you have the dinners on
Yep.
Wednesday.
Yeah. Yeah, we have like 18 spots available for people to do the trail ride before the dinner. The dinner's like on Forest Service land, like right at the edge of our property,
Okay.
Down by the river. So there's a trail called Wilson's Draw that goes down. It's a pretty cool spot. Goes up Buffalo Horn. It's really pretty.
How long? And you guys just ride from the ranch. You guys don't take the horses anywhere else, or the trail rides just on the ranch?
Yeah, mainly because of our location. We have a lot of that access right there into
Yep.
the Custer Gallatin National Forest. So we primarily just do right off of the property and stuff. But we have anywhere from like hour rides to half day rides available.
Cool. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else about the ranch that like, people don't know about or would be good to know about?
I think that's most of it. Yeah, all the activities and everything. We're always open for all sorts of things. So we don't really have limits on what type of events we do. So if people are looking for family reunions, big or small, we'll kind of work with them. So we'll do all sorts of things like that. We do corporate events, all that kind of stuff.
Right on. And then the ranch website is the best way to get a hold of anyone?
It's 320ranch.com. If you look up 320 Guest Ranch, it'll come, but it's mostly just 320 Ranch, and that's our Instagram as well.
Okay, so they can find you guys there, and then there's pictures of the cabins and everything, and just email for any more info.
Yeah, and
or
you can
call.
book. Yep, yeah, or give us a call. That's a great way. Our front desk is open every day, and you can book cabins with us through Expedia and all that stuff online. Yeah.
And what about what's the winter season? What's mainly going on then?
Yeah, right now we're definitely a little bit slower, but sleigh rides have been a big thing for us. We start them in December, get them going for around Christmas, but this right now is our last week. After this, we won't have quite enough snow for it, but those are really fun. We bring a lot of locals out for that, but also to our guests. It's about an hour ride total. You get like 20 minutes down, and we have like a heated tent set up down there. They serve drinks and wild game chili and stuff. Guests can hang out down there, and then they get to ride back. So
I was just going to ask you something, and I totally lost what it was. So the cabins are available all winter as well?
Yes. Yep. Okay. Yep. They're available year round.
So if people are coming to ski, they'd most likely want to have a rental car so they could stay in the cabin and then get to the mountain.
Yeah, we don't have the bus or anything that comes all the way to us. But yeah, skiing's a good option too, because if you're looking for a couple of days to kind of get out of Big Sky and just hang out by a fire or something, the ranch is a great spot for it.
Yeah, it's not far, but it's very tucked away.
Yeah, we have a lot of people on staff that go up there and ski on a daily basis. It's like even with traffic, you're up there within 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thanks, man. The link for everything will be in the description, and people will reach out.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah, thank you.